葉だけじゃ伝わらないものを一番伝えたいのはなぜ靴と振り減らして裸足でも止まれないのはなぜカバンの中に星空嵐の夜の底にあるそろそろ旅に出ろ
So Tori is in that palanquin.
Stop!
That's as far as you go! Stay down!
They get rid of evidence by dissolving the gun in water, or by burning it. But in this particular case, it has to be near water.
Air guns also have shorter ranges than gunpowder. This was easy to predict.
Yukiwa, let's just go.
What, you don't want to stay and watch? If you're going back to hang out indoors and entertain men, this will be a lot more fun. In the end, human beings are essentially stupid. That's why they're fun to watch.
I was robbed of my country, and have no place to live. If these mountain people are in a situation similar to mine, I can understand why they'd want to fight to live where they choose.
Listen, I'm not going to disagree with you on that. But Yamazakiya, if that man's really serious about calling the ancient people gods, that's a different story.
You think so?
Mountain people, my people, we were just born into our tribes. Every day we struggle to survive.
You made a bad choice. Lord Tori of Kai wasn't in that palanquin. Do you know what that means for you? Return to your oceans and mountains. You people have your own place you could go to, so go back there.
What's wrong with us living in towns if we want?
Yamazakiya, you asked for bodyguards, but what did you really want from my men?
Lord Ogasawara, I'm sorry I wasn't more forthcoming. I don't know what your work is exactly, but I was under the impression you were at odds with Tori as well.
You asked me to send bodyguards to you for protection, but you really wanted to manipulate my men, and as a result, entrap me in this plan of yours.
Now the government even meddles in academic affairs. You really think they should have that much power, constantly telling us what's right and what's wrong?
Do you really think proclaiming that the wandering people are the descendants of gods is an academic endeavor? All you really want is a posse of henchmen.
I have no doubt that the ancient people are descendants of gods. However, it was Tori and Mizuno who labeled them vagrants and refused to let them live as they please.
I've heard enough of all this.
I'll take care of it.
Come on, this way. There's no Ayagami. But how?
Minar! I'm trying to save you!
Bobby, come with me.
Saizo! Time to use that new fan of yours!
Butterfly!
Ninar, you brought it back to life. But why would you do that?
The owner of this store, Yoshinobu Narikawa, you are now under arrest. We have evidence that suggests you have been housing vagrants on this property, and it seems the reason for this was to assassinate a public official. Did you really think you could get away with that?
Hey, hold on. We're not with them.
You've got to hand it to Lord Ogasawara. He plays the game well. You're fine, you can pass. We will overlook this incident, this time. What's in the box? I believe that's what Yamazakiya was feeding the bodyguards. And now it's yours?
What do you know about it?
It's an aberration. The result of a child being born to a human and a yoi.
What?
And just how do you know this? Because I myself have given birth to them.
So then, that's where they come from. Those things the town magistrate uses.
Now go. You'd be better off leaving that thing here. Hold on to it, and you may find yourselves captivated by it as well.
I think we're opening up a big box of trouble.
It comes from the netherworld. It was for the sacred gods to consume.
We heard this was born from a human and a Yoi.
It's true. That is the child of both Lady Ninai and Ogu.
Well, I know for a fact I saw the Ayagami for Ogu.
Ninai, why? Why did you give birth to this child? It's a lie!
It's the truth! You may not like it, but a Yoi made Ninai his wife. I was there. We started a fight with the mountain people.
You mountain people have it easy. You go wherever you want to, and you never have to pay any taxes like the rest of us.
Now wait, if you want what's in that hut, then just take it.
We are gonna take it, along with this whole mountain!
Family and friends had just died, and I didn't care. The only thing I cared about was becoming one of the mountain people. I thought if I could become one of them, I could stop breaking my back to pay taxes and live in a cramped little house. Going wherever you want, living wherever you want. That's what I set my sights on. I have no idea how long I walked in search of the mountain people. But then one day, I saw it. And then I saw Lady Ninai. Lady Ninai had become that enormous Yoi's bride, and she had passed down to this world their child, just as the gods of the heavens did. It was after that, when I entrusted Lady Ninai's child into the care of Yamazakiya.
You're lying. Ninai was abducted by that Yoi.
Do. What's the character Do refer to?
It's a child who's been enslaved. However, that other Yoi, Ogu. Gu means man-shaped. It's like some sort of doll fashioned to look like a man.
A doll?
But then what does that mean?
It means that someone created that Yoi, and they did it to look like a man.
Are you saying that Ninai wasn't abducted? That she actually created that Yoi? Why?
Regardless, if we harm Ruido, Ogu will show himself. We have to be careful.
He didn't seem to have a problem with us eating it. We could keep it as a pet. Sorry, that was just a joke.
Now then. Both of you did an excellent job, but you should stay away for a little while.
Huh? Yamazaki is gonna come back for this thing. Spectators won't be safe this time.
If you want food, then that's where it is. If you manage to get it, then I will make you gods.
What took you so long? We've been waiting forever.
Do you know you're attacking a barbarian knowledge enforcement?
The meat! Hand over the Yoi now! We just want the meat!
I won't do it. Yoi only mislead people, and you all are proving to be no exception to that rule. What am I doing? Look how far I strayed. Didn't I set out to save people who are in their situation?
So we're protecting Tori, which means turning our blades on the ancient tribes, who we have far more in common with. Not exactly a rewarding position.
Then why don't you give the Yoi to us? Leave and no harm's done.
Too much has happened to go back now.
Yukiyatsu, you've been to the other world and come back. They say that you've even merged with the Yoi at one point. What was it like? How did it feel to become a part of that world?
I knew you were gonna ask me that.
Yonekichi!
Go get him! I'll handle this!
Nicely done, son. Now just hand that box to me.
I don't think so. Lady Ninai entrusted this child to me. I will return it to Lady Ninai. And I'll have her make me one of the mountain people when I do.
You'll do no such thing. That belongs to the true gods.
Tell me, have you heard of the assimilated before?
What?
It was a long time ago. When Michinoku was still beyond the influence of the Imperial Court, there was a people at that time called the Emishi. The Imperial Court sent in troops to try and conquer them. The Seisai Shogun led the charge. A great number of the Emishi were captured at that time, and forced to move somewhere else. And as a result, the Emishi were scattered all across the country. That's the assimilated.
So, what does that mean?
They are my people's ancestors. Do you see what I'm saying? The mountain people are part of the assimilated. Descendants of the gods we are not. That's absurd. You are telling lies. Yonekichi, whether you live in a village or the mountains, the suffering is the same. I'm sorry, but the life you envisioned in the mountains doesn't exist. Every day you scrounge for your next meal and a place to rest your head. It's nothing but hell.
You're lying! Everything you've said is a lie!
To prove you wrong, I have Lady Ninai's true name right here. I was so honored. She trusted this with me alone. There's no way you people could understand. I am the only one who knows the truth about the gods of this land.
You expect me to believe that? That you alone have been chosen by the gods themselves?
Are you trying to suggest I'm no better than those worthless humans out there? I'm sorry, but I'm different. Lady Ninai knows that, and she will make me one of the gods! Give it to me! The god Izanagi wanted desperately to see the goddess Izanami, so he followed her into the netherworld. Izanagi pleaded with her, "Beloved goddess, our work is not done. The land you and I sought to create is still not finished yet, so I've come here to ask you to come back with me." Goddess Izanami replied, "I'm sorry, but I have eaten the food of the netherworld. Nevertheless..."
Do you remember what happened that day? Whenever we were attacked, all we could do was run. We'd go to a different mountain and start all over again. That is the way of the mountain people. But in that instant, I was tired of living like that. Constantly having to run, wandering from one mountain to the next, barely able to survive. What future did we possibly have? So I made a decision that day. My heart was crying out. Take me away! Destroy this place and take me away! Abi, why don't you come and live with me in this world? Mountain people, townspeople, those things have no meaning at all here. You were so strong during our life in the mountains, and all I wanted was to be by your side.
Ninai, is that Yoi really your own child?
To stay in the other world, it became necessary for me to bond with a Yoi.
But why did you bring it back into this world?
Yoi can't remain in the other world forever.
Well, because of that choice, many people have now been led astray.
They were only led astray because they are weak. If they would just stand up to the world like I did...
What would that accomplish?
Yukiatsu.
Nice to meet you. Although I have a feeling we've met somewhere before. I believe what I have here is your real name, is that right? Did you actually think you could hide your Ayagami by keeping it in this thing? Other, as in the other world. This character represents a demon with both its hands held high.
A demon?
That's right. One who deceives those who try to live an honest life. A person like that is a demon! Minari! It's too late. She's not your sister anymore. She's a demon now.
Humans led themselves astray with their own foolishness. That's because they are weak. Suffering like that doesn't exist in the other world.
So then in your eyes, the other world is a paradise. Abi.
Those are mountain people.
Hey, that's not...
It's fine. Take it.
What?
It's a curse. A curse that Ninai has cast upon this world.
So does that mean your people are willing to accept this thing?
Abi, so what does this mean now? Will you go back with them?
The matter concerning your sister has been resolved.
Get out of here and take this blade with you.
So, Abi, guess you're not going back to the mountains.
I'm not one of them anymore. Or anyone else, for that matter.
So that means you too have no home.
For whatever reason, villagers think we have an ideal life. They make up fairy tales about the people who wander this land forever and ever. But it seems as if you really are going to wander around this country for the rest of your life.
I suppose at this point, I'm a demon too.
No, you're one of the mountain people. And even if every last member of the ancient tribes vanished, you would still belong to these people. They can never take that from you.
Another man claims his name is Yukiatsu Ryudo. Has the past he threw away turned into a shadow? They say when a person meets his doppelganger, he dies. But then there's another one. Chapter 19, The Three Yukiatsus.